Jeffrey Nathan, Grammy sure late writing letters. I don't know. I've been all over the place there, and we were back at the lot over the weekend, so we're so darn busy. Oh, Granny's so sorry, Nathan, but your birthday present's coming. It'll be there soon. I hope you had a nice birthday, Nathan. How old are you now? 4? I think it's a great big 4, eh? Are you people getting rain like we are? I don't know, a couple of weeks ago it was so dry, and now it's been raining all the time, and really humid and hot and sticky and sweating all the time. And last weekend we were up at the lot, and grass up to your knees to cut. I'm so sore this week I can't even move. And I just come back today from the dentist having my teeth cleaned with a headache. I got myself a headache out of that. So I think when I had that root canal work done on the one tooth once, they're going to have to cap it. Because I guess it's probably getting a little weak, but it never was, but they're going to put a cap on it. So it's a good thing that insurance came through in May. So how's everything up there? Are you getting sunshine, rain, or what? You got your garden in, you people? I have some tomatoes down up there. I gave Anita some tomatoes I started at the house here, at the apartment. And I also put some tomatoes. They should grow real good, because Len tore down the old toilet there on the lot. Planted the tomatoes there. Boy, they should grow. If anything's going to grow, it'll be those. All that good fertilizer there. But I don't know. I think everything's getting too rained. Like, it's all growing weedy. So I don't know what the gardens will be like. So how's Jeffrey getting along at school? Soon be all out again for another year, eh, Jeffrey? I bet you're doing good in school, too. You'll be glad when Nathan can go up with you, too. I guess it'll be a couple of years for that, eh? And how do you like your new teacher there, like you had all year, and your school, and all that stuff? I'm supposed to write you a little letter, Jeffrey. I guess I'll have to write you a little letter, because you can write now. Is your letter ever nice? Granny got a nice letter from you, and all those drawings and paintings for Mother's Day. Yeah, you're getting to be a pretty good letter writer. You write a lot like your mommy used to. And Nathan, he's good too at painting, eh? Can paint pretty good. So Granny sure likes all that work. Is it ever nice? You got them stuck all over the place here. So Michael didn't get stopping, eh? He called me from Gagetown, and they played another dirty trick on him, because they're coming in and they're going right to the airport, going right to the base here. I don't know if it's Rockcliffe or the other one, I forget which one, but they're only going to be there an hour, and they're getting on a plane there and leaving, going back to Chilliwack. So, so I guess poor Michael again, he's been played a joke on. His birthday gift's still here. He was supposed to stop, eh? And we were going to have half a day together before he went back, and so I guess it didn't work out again. But it sounds like he did well, though. So I guess he's coming through on the Thursday or Friday? The 4th, I guess. But he's going straight there, and there's no time to see him. So it'll be around noon, eh? So he's just going right to the base and then leaving. So much for that. Oh yes, and Andy and Alice are moving to Pembroke at the end of the month. They've sold their house. Because you know, like the mortgages have gone down there, and they thought they were going to get less for their house, eh? So they got 59 cash or something? 49 or 59 cash. They could have got a lot more, but they'd have waited out and they wouldn't have sold right away, so... They bought a house to about 2 streets behind Gloria's. Not far from Mary Burnett's, or Alice's sister. So it's a nice house. Anita said she's seen it. So I guess Alice wants to be home too now. Like, you know, you don't know what's going to happen with Andy. Because they shrunk the tumor in his stomach, and the one in his chest is just, you know, down but not gone. So, must be deep-rooted. So I guess Andy wants to be back in Pembroke too for a while. So that'll be nice for them. What the heck did we do over the weekend? Oh yeah, we just cut grass and trimmed and whatever. I stayed over. Len came home Sunday night and I stayed till Monday. Len came back and got me Monday night because I had an appointment. And I thought Michael might be coming. And I had an appointment with the dentist. But that's another story, the appointment the appointment with the dentist anyway. So I stayed down, and Anita and I Sunday afternoon, then went home, and Anita and I drove to Empire to the restaurant there. I always call it the Castle. We had supper there. Then we went to go into a flower shop. Where they sell flowers and stuff and vegetables, like the young plants, but they were all closed up. So we went back. So that was a rainy day, but it stopped raining when we got back, so we sat outside for a little while. And then, was it Jean? No, Jean didn't drive in on Monday. She went up for the weekend up to Janice. They went to a ballet play or something. I can't stand those things. But anyway, that's where they went. And then Jean drove all the way up to, Lisa said she wouldn't do it, but Jean drove all the way up to Janet's and back. But when she came back, she's not doing too bad, but her eyesight's not too good. I don't know about that. Got to have pretty good eyesight to drive like that. But anyway, she's doing it anyway. So Len came down, and I cleaned up the lot and raked up all the grass. It looked like a farmer's field, piles of hay. So Len came down about 6 to pick me up. Because Anita worked all day, but I worked all day at that lot outside. I didn't have no time to rest or sit out. But anyway, another storm came up while I was raking, and people got scared across the way because Lillian there, what do you call her, Preen, they got scared and got her husband and her brother-in-law to drive her home. She can't stand storms. So I left with Len, and Anita stayed down, I guess, overnight, and she's moving down this weekend for good. She's going to stay down for most of the summer down there. There's no reason now. There's not Norman to stop her to go back for her. She's going to bring her budgie bird down with her and put her budgie bird in there. She's got a nice new cage for it, so put it up in the cottage, I guess. It's not cold now anyway, so it's probably colder in that old house anyway. Because her house is, like it's warm in her house in Coblin is warm in the kitchen. Because the wood stove's going all the time. But you go in the other part of the house, you freeze to death. So, I don't know. I guess she's not going to sell this fall. I don't know. She had a chance on the trailer, but she didn't. A nice house trailer out in the country near Debbie's, was it ever nice? The lot and all, like the great big. It was a big enough piece of land with it and everything, and all they asked for was 50-something. Was it ever nice? Like it's a trailer, but it's double and finished, eh? It looks just like an ordinary house, and is it ever nice? And a swimming pool in the back and everything. So, but I guess she didn't. That was not far from Debbie's. I guess she didn't want to live there. Not because it's not far from Debbie's. I don't know why. But she's holding out because she can get one at like they go like the lawyer takes over. Like they don't pay their taxes and stuff. So she might get one cheap like that. So, anyways. I don't know. I guess Jean's going to stay down there. I don't know much about their business. I never find out too much about it anyway. So when Claude's getting all right, he's going to get his new leg there this week. And he's just taking him down Friday with Debbie. I said to him, would you like to give me your old leg, Claude? I said, because my knee's getting so bad. I said, I need a plastic knee. Claude says, no way, you're not getting my plastic leg. He says, I'm going to keep it in case the new one goes on a bum. So you take him to that place there and they're going to get him fitted there. And he's got a new leg coming in, much lighter. So Claude looks really good. Looks better than most people. Getting along fine there. And Len went in to put it on Sunday. He wanted to put it in the early fall, like his air conditioner for the summer. Oh no, we don't need it now. I don't need it now. And Len wanted to do it then, eh? And I don't know what the idea was keeping the air conditioner upstairs and behind the bed. Don't ask me. Used to get Norman to do that every time, and Norman used to get so mad. Len says there's no reason for him not to leave that air conditioner in all winter, just cover it up. Stupid, the person carrying that down the stairs. Len had to carry downstairs from upstairs. Got weird ideas, Claude, I guess. So we left before he found something else to do. Len's got enough to do down at that. All those widows down there. So what else? Oh yeah, I was going to say, I came back. Michael, but he didn't come, but I came back from my appointment yesterday. Now, in the morning I got a phone call from the dentist. It was for yesterday the 2nd. He said, they have one of these, he's a little bit retarded, they were looking for them, so I don't know after time, what he does on his own, but I had my appointment for 6 months, so that came up yesterday. So he calls me up at 8:30 and he says, I guess he didn't expect me to be on the line. And I said, hello, and he asked me who it was, and I said it was me. He says, oh, Mrs. Powers, we couldn't get a hold of you yesterday, so we canceled your appointment. I said, That was my appointment, I said. I always keep my appointments. I said, besides that, I came all the way from camping just for that appointment. I was kind of angry. So he said, he says, I'll phone you back and try to get you in, try to get me in. Now, can you imagine that when I had an appointment? I don't think he's too bright. So anyway, that afternoon he called again. So he said, get me in today. Today at 9 o'clock this morning. So I said, fine. So he calls me up before 9 and says, can we delay your appointment until 12:30 this afternoon? I said, oh my God, not again. I said, are you sure this is final now? I says, because I'm going away. I'm not, but I said that. That's the way to get around those guys. So anyway, I went in at 12:30 and I had him cleaned. That's why I have to, the only thing I had to do is get him cleaned, and then he thinks I should get that one capped. So, my God, it's expensive. It'd be $500 to get the 1-2 cap. Len's got the insurance now, so I don't know what came up and made the first insurance. So I'll call him back tomorrow. I'll talk to Len tonight. And there's another thing, the thing that Anita sent for, my birth certificate, my name changed on it, Georgette on it, like the right name, because it was always Georgette or something. So now they phoned up they get a hold of her from Toronto. They've lost the papers, and the money and all, the check and everything. I don't believe that. But anyway, Anita wants to know if Len, the check, he got the check back, that it was received, the receipt, the other part of the check. So to do a copy of it from back and front to send to them to show that we sent the check. Imagine the things that go on, I don't know. I guess I'm never going to get this name made right. Oh, I certainly wasn't leaving it Georgette, not to get my social security number right away. So my God, it's awful. So about over a month ago, I guess. Let me see what the date is here. Went to what was it here? A fashion show at Anita's at water rafting place. And they put a big fashion show on. They came from Toronto, Montreal, I forget where. And they had a menu, you could order from your menu, and I couldn't order escargot and puff pastry or anything like that. Or stuffed mushrooms, fresh mushrooms, stuffed with crab, stuffed cucumber with baby shrimp and a seasoned mayonnaise. I couldn't order that hors d'oeuvres, but I ordered it and gave it all to Debbie and one of her girlfriends. She's ever happy. And then they had the soup, choice of one, cream of broccoli or consommé, the stracciatelle or something like that, stracciatelle or something like that. And then they had the salad, choice of one, chef salad or Caesar salad. They all had Caesar, right, chef. I like that better. And then for the main meal, they had, this went on and on. For the main meal, they had the choice of one, seafood Wellington, scallops, shrimp, and sole in a pastry. I couldn't get that. They had steak au poivre, 8-ounce New York, and a delicious black pepper sauce. That's the one I got, because seafood. And then they had another one, a good one. I nearly got this one. Veal Oscar, breaded veal and crab with white asparagus covered in a béarnaise sauce. I got it. And then they had entremet desserts, choice of one, peach flambé or French pastry. We all had peach flambé except this little girl. She came up from Mount St. Patrick with her mother. She ordered French pastry. She was kind of stout, and she ordered everything with pastry in it. And then she ordered the seafood supper, and then she ordered the seafood hors d'oeuvres. All this food, with pastry. I was going to say, no wonder you're fat little girl. She was talking about being fat. But they were so shy, they could hardly answer you, those two people, when they talked. That's why Debbie sat them with Anita and I, and her and her girlfriend. Because Debbie had another bunch, about 7 women on another table. So then they had coffee or tea. Oh yeah, I asked them where, what's it like living in Mount St. Patrick? And they just answered 2 things, and that was it. They never talked again. So I said, oh, forget it. Keep talking to yourself. Oh yeah, coffee or tea, 1 complimentary glass of red or white wine. And before supper, Debbie and I just had an alcoholic drink, because I didn't want any of that. So I kept these little things from it. Pretty good menu, eh? And we got Len to go, but we didn't know, there was only a couple of men showed up, so we didn't think, many men, but there was. Len stayed at home. We got him a great big dinner put in the oven, watched his game, so that was very nice. That was pretty good. We enjoyed that anyway. That was a great weekend that weekend because we got all dressed, and Anita and I went to Pembroke before that, like the day before, and I bought a nice blue dress that folds over the front, and sort of puffy. Whatever, nice on me. So Anita wore, I forget what she wore. Debbie wore black and white, and I wore the blue and white. So it was little tiny polka dots in mine. I can't even remember what Anita had on. It was really nice anyway. She had nice clothes. She didn't wear a black dress. Oh yes, Anita wore the black dress because she couldn't wear the black and red because Debbie wore the black and red. That was silly. I'd wear what I want to wear. That sounds pretty silly anyway. So I haven't been swimming, and all that stuff. And I came out, well, Nancy and them was up that weekend, and Adam ever getting big, he's almost as tall as Nancy. But first I'll tell you about what I was pushing, and I came out with a bloodsucker on my finger, and I didn't even know it, So I said, oh, look what I got, Nancy and Adam. I says, a little bug on my finger. Nancy says, it's a bloodsucker. I said, it's not hard to get off. I said, oh, she said I couldn't get it off once I got it on one time. I said, well, Nancy, I just go down to the water, and I just put it in the water and shake it around and rub it in the sand and it's gone. It just fell right off, You do it in the water. So, that the weekend, no, that wasn't the weekend, the next weekend. That's the first time I saw little Cheryl. Little Cheryl, she was big. That's a little stout one, that one. Big. She looks more like, you know what she's going to look like? She looks like Adam. And little Ann there looks more like Tommy. Little Ann's small, I don't know. She's another one that eats twice a day macaroni and cheese, nothing else. When she's at Jean's, that's a bad menu for a kid that size 8, 2 years old. I don't know. Adam, they still feed him the whole box there. And oh, has he ever got a tummy on him now? Adam, for a kid of 7? I guess that's what it is, yeah. And they talk about Stephen all the time, and holy cripe. Adam is, I think his stomach's just as big. But I better not go on with this, I guess. So anyway, we went to Agnes a few times, and we sat outside there. And Carl was there with Kaylin and little Luca. They were cute. And Danny got on top of the house and started firing bricks. He was taking the chimney apart. And Anita said, oh my God, my car, the bricks are going all over the place. And there was a bird nest apparently in it, and the bird fell down in the house. And they found it dead down there. Another bird. There was a nest in it. So Danny's fixed up all the house, the front house like Agnes has, the 2 houses, the one near the road. And there was a couple of murders there once, I guess, I don't know. Well, one man died and there was a murder there. So Agnes wouldn't stay in that house. But anyway, Carl and Danny, they got it fixed. Oh, they were nice. So I think Danny's thinking of moving down there and Carl living down there. So that'll be really nice for Agnes. Agnes doesn't get away hardly anymore. Nobody wants to drive her anywhere. Agnes should have kept up her driving. Boy, because then she wouldn't have the car. But Maureen's always got the car, and Stephen's always away with his, or Barney's using his. But anyway, Adam's just about as tall as Nancy there. He's a big kid, he dying for 7. Like, but he's stout as well, There is another one on the chips and the junk food all the time. Eats all day long. But it's kind of, is the water, like from a little bit of snow like we had there? Like not much snow. And the water in the river hasn't risen, like it's very low, and they said it's going to be like that all summer. So is it ever low? You have to walk out quite a ways to swim, but they said it shouldn't hurt the water any, like to swim in it. So I'm trying to think of what else there. There was something else I wanted to tell you. It was funny. Oh, it was Anita. Did I tell you about Anita taking Agnes? I might have told you that before, about Anita taking Jean and Agnes and Gloria to Pembroke. Jean sat in the front seat and Agnes and Gloria in the back. And Anita brought some of those straight lawn chairs, and she was trying to get them in the back seat with Agnes and Gloria, and they wouldn't fit in. So then she started to think, maybe I can put Agnes and Gloria in the trunk and the chairs in the back seat. Now she says, no, I think she said to them, the chairs will be better in the trunk. You couldn't get those chairs because you can't fold them, So I thought that was pretty funny. She was thinking of putting Agnes and Gloria in the trunk. So anyway, she got the chairs finally in the trunk. Oh, what a bunch when they're out together. I haven't been out with the whole bunch, Jean's just gone white lately. She doesn't look very good. Oh, she ever thin. She was talking about, I don't know, she had those bleeding hemorrhoids last year, all year, and then she had them a bit this year. I don't even know if she goes to the doctor. I wouldn't fool around with that. But anyway, she doesn't look very good. She never cooks for herself, but then when she's somewhere else, she eats and eats and eats, eh? Eating all the time. And she eats a whole lot when somebody's cooking it for her. I guess she's just lazy. So Wendy's going to one of those people to make her stop smoking there, one of these doctors, because her smoking cough's got so bad that not going to live too long. She doesn't stop that. And Janet's got a new boyfriend. So Michael's going to tell you too all about when he went up to New Brunswick. I won't tell you because he wouldn't like it, I guess. He'll probably tell you all about it. He's got some interesting tales. He went up there. Did he ever have a grand time? So when he got a lot of family history, like for the family tree, so he'll tell you all about it. I don't want to ruin it for him. So he phoned up all excited about it anyway. The only one thing I asked him was, Marlene, is she still going with that boyfriend? Like I said, I sent her a card at Christmas. I never heard from her. Oh, he says she ditched him a long time ago. He's too boring. Then says, oh my God. So she's got another one. Apparently she's going with a guy that Len knew that owns a store in Yorkville, right? Bellevue or something like that. Hugh Bellevue or something. Same name, Hugh, as the other, as her husband had, the first name. So anyway, Len says, I don't know, I can't remember. I was too young. He says he doesn't remember. But he must have remembered it. He went in the army when he left there. He must have remembered the people. And maybe he'll remember after a while. So let me see where this tape is going here. So I can talk to the kids here before it's gone. I should keep a little bit. I'm going to keep a little bit for Grampy to talk on. So I wish Nathan again happy birthday. And your present's coming soon, Nathan. I bet you thought we were pretty mean, eh? But it's coming. It'll be there soon. So I'm going to stop right now till Grampy. Did you have a great birthday? I hope you did. I think I asked you that before. But I'm going to close right now so Grampy can talk when he comes in. Bye-bye.
Hello, Nathan. Hope you had a nice birthday party. I bet you had a nice big chocolate cake and lots of ice creams, eh? And some friends over to help eat it all. You must be a big boy now, eh? 4 years old. Wow. Almost as big as Daddy. And hello to you, Jeffrey. I guess your birthday will be coming up soon. Why don't you write me and Granny a letter and tell us what you'd like for your birthday? Hmm? I guess Granny wants to talk some more, so I better leave. So goodbye to you guys. Have a nice day.
Alright, it's Grammy back. This is Thursday the 4th. And I want to thank Jeffrey and Nathan for that nice little gold art pin that you sent Grammy for Mother's Day, and all the pretty pictures just painted and cards. It was really nice. Grammy wore the little pin down at the cottage, down at the lot there. And everybody saw my cute little pin I got from Jeffrey and Nathan saying grandmother on it. It was really cute. And thanks, Joan, for the nice little the prism, I guess you'd call it, hanging in the window. You can tell my window from outside at the bus stop. I'm the only one with those things in the windows. You can really tell my window. You can see them 11 floors way up at that, way down at the bus stop. And thanks for the cards. It was really nice. They're really cute, those, aren't they? Nice and shiny. So what else was I going to say here? There was something else I was going to tell you about. Oh, I'll close it off for a minute. I just want to see what it was. Here I'm back. It's about, well, down at the cottage, there's a whole bunch of, you know what came back there? All over the place. Like, they usually have one once in a while, but last year I never heard them. Mockingbirds are back. Oh, all you hear is this, all these mockingbirds back. And all kinds of other different little birds. It must be the weather. I think we're gone tropical. Oh, this morning I can't even breathe here. It's not as bad as it was. I feel like after 2 weeks. Oh, the humidity. It's not like Papua New Guinea, you know. Like it cools off right away and it's nice in Papua New Guinea. Like it's not this type of stickiness and hot and It's just awful. So guess what, you guys? Guess where Ron's gone? Betty's Ron? They're like us. I guess they can't stay there long. They're gone to the Yukon. Well, Ron's gone to the Yukon, getting a house and everything, and Betty's going there. And Betty's going to put the house for sale or rent. They'd like to sell it. And then Betty's going up this fall. So I guess they're waiting until the kid's out of school, I guess, calling. So they're pretty excited about it. Well, actually, the place they're going to in the Yukon is bigger than Yellowknife. So it's really nice. You know, all kinds of rivers and everything there too. So Len told Ron if there's an opening there for him, to get it for him. So I wouldn't mind going to live in the Yukon for a while, I guess. I mean, you can't live in this city all the time. You know, you're dying, you have to get out of it. It's getting pretty wild here. You should see the apartment buildings. The big one on the corner, 36 stories there. That's all you hear is racket, and it's going up. And apparently they started building something without a permit, some part of it, so they might be put to a halt. So, you know, these people, they go ahead, you know. I don't cross there anymore now. I try to go on the other side of the street because these great big cranes in the air going steady, eh? You never know. Because about so many months ago they were blasting and there was rocks flying and breaking windows and cars on the street. So, and the guy got hit in the back of the head and was taken to the hospital. So it's really dangerous. So I don't walk too much around there. Like it's just about the corner here. But I go around the other way by the church. Not far from where they wake Bob, you know, the big places up there. So one weekend, one night, we had a big, Anita had to stay at the cottage and it was cold there. We didn't go in because that Wade Brunt hasn't moved his boat out of the boathouse yet. Anita says she's going to take it and throw it outside if he doesn't soon move it out. And Jean says, oh, no, don't throw the boat out. Anita says, listen, she says, those people want to put their things in there and Wade doesn't come down, eh? She always has an excuse. Wade's tired, he has his house to look after. I turned around and I said, yeah, Len works too. He gets tired too. It got me mad because Len's cutting everything all the time for all those people, even her grass. Your sons-in-law's too lazy. Well, not Tommy, he's more of a housewife. They hate that when I say that. Well, that's what he is. He does everything. Feeds the kids, bathes the kids, changes the diapers, cooks, takes Ann all over. He's always minding Ann. I don't know. I don't believe in that. Steady. Or Linda rests and always looks rested. She's not working now, you know. Out, I mean. Not working in much either. I shouldn't say that, I guess. But one weekend at the cottage, we need to put our gas grill on and Len brought some steaks. Oh, was that ever nice. And then another weekend, Barb came with Gordon, that's Debbie's mother-in-law, and brought a whole bunch of venison. Oh, a caribou. There was caribou too. My God, it was good. And there was steaks and pork chops, but I took the wild meat because it just was never good. They did that all on the grill outside. There was even Claude there. We had a great time. So, it was a table full, eh? Was it ever nice? But there wasn't any of Jean's bunch, like, you know. There was just all of their bunch, like, you know. Was it ever nice? I really enjoyed that. So, you see Agnes. Oh, how's Agnes? Agnes is pretty stout, you know. Boy, she better watch her health. Doesn't look too good. And Barney either. Barney working outside there all the time. And I wanted to tell you before I go, I don't know if I got time. Barney went into the little house where he works with the things like skidoos and everything else. And he went to grab something, unplug something. I don't know what it was. But he put his hands in. And did he burn his hands. His two hands were burnt. He had to go to the hospital, eh? I guess Barney wasn't thinking, but I forget what it was. But I'll have to ask Lynn. I forget the heck what he put his hands in. Something to do with electricity, anyways. But you know, Barney, like he's taking all these pills, and I guess he's not as quick as he used to be. But anyway, his hands are getting better. His diabetes, he's eating too much sugar and stuff, and cookies, and I think I better say goodbye to all you guys. Bye, Jeffrey. Bye, Nathan. I bet you're being good boys, eh? You're having lots of fun now. You'll be able to go swimming, eh, with Mommy and Daddy, and fishing. Oh, I bet you're fishing already, eh? Lots of fish in the river. You're catching lots of fish. The other river here, there's no fish hardly in it. Remember last year I was saying all the minnows died there? I don't know what's going on. They're not catching as many fish this year. But I bet you there's a lot of fish down there, eh? I wouldn't eat those fish in the other river here anyway. They're all polluted, I think. I don't know. I wouldn't touch them. But they eat them. They think they're great, you know. Sometimes I think they're so backwards here in Ontario. I don't know. I shouldn't say that, but from the way we've been around, we ever notice it. But anyway, I guess that Beechman Accord's going to come off pretty good, I guess. And Trudeau had nothing to do with it because that thing was in the makings last August. He just had to put it, the old dog got to come out of his doghouse to put his word in, you know. And oh my goodness, I don't know if you've seen him, but does he ever look awful? I'd never seen him, like, they always show pictures of what he's looked before. I said to Lenny, oh, he looks like a chicken. Dan says, oh, don't talk like that. I said, well, have you seen him? I said, he's sick. Oh, he couldn't come back and then take credit for that. He tried. But you know, they're still for that old guy here. I don't know. I guess, like I said, they're a bit backwards. He was in for 16 years and he only done something for 8, and that was it. I'm trying to get his nose in again. So anyways, I'll say goodbye now, and have fun, you guys, all summer. I guess you'll probably seeing Audrey and Michael. We're hearing from them anyway to tell you all the news. That'll be really nice. I must have reached the end of this. I don't know. Anita and I went to the graveyard for the first time, like, since Norm died, and put some flowers on the grave. She didn't stay very long. She looked at his grave and it looked like she was going to cry. But she didn't stay very long because it's a pretty fresh-looking graveyard, eh? And Agnes, they found under their rug a will. It had to do with the people, either one being murdered or the other one that died. And is it ever a weird will? You get a chill right down to your feet. It's hidden under the rug, eh? So apparently this guy knew he was going to die, what was going on and everything. And I don't know if it's from his health or what. But if you read it, like, there's 2 pages, and honest to goodness, you get a chill right down to your feet. So he's telling who he'd like to have this and that, and there must be another will. But then even the big declaration or something, the big long paper was on right there too. So there must have been another will somewhere. But Agnes, it's happened so many years ago, like a few years ago. He couldn't come back and then take credit for that. He tried. But you know, they're still for that old guy here. I don't know. I guess, like I said, they're a bit backwards. He was in for 16 years and he only done something for 8, and that was it. I'm trying to get his nose in again. So anyways, I'll say goodbye now, and have fun, you guys, all summer. I guess you'll probably seeing Audrey and Michael. We're hearing from them anyway to tell you all the news. That'll be really nice. I must have reached the end of this. I don't know. Anita and I went to the graveyard for the first time, like, since Norm died, and put some flowers on the grave. She didn't stay very long. She looked at his grave and it looked like she was going to cry. But she didn't stay very long because it's a pretty fresh-looking graveyard, eh? And Agnes, they found under their rug a will. It had to do with the people, either one being murdered or the other one that died. And is it ever a weird will? You get a chill right down to your feet. It's hidden under the rug, eh? So apparently this guy knew he was going to die, what was going on and everything. And I don't know if it's from his health or what. But if you read it, like, there's 2 pages, and honest to goodness, you get a chill right down to your feet. So he's telling who he'd like to have this and that, and there must be another will. But then even the big declaration or something, the big long paper was on right there too. So there must have been another will somewhere. But Agnes, it's happened so many years ago, like a few years ago.